I look around and see nothing but ruin. The city, the trees, everything is burned down, leaving nothing but mountains of rubble and wastelands. This isn't from my point of view. It's visual information streamed to me from the girl I'm carrying. Oh?
ごめんね。重くない子。
平気さ。それより怪我の方は大丈夫か、ソラ。
うん、大丈夫。私は平気だから安心して。
There's a neurojack linking us. Thanks to an explosion, I lost my sight and hearing. Oh. The girl on my back broke her leg and got a large injury in her side. At least it didn't reach her organs. As long as we make it back home, modern medicine will easily fix it. Of course, my eyes and ears will also work again.
なあ、ソラ、みんなは無事なのかな？
うん、もちろん。きっとみんなはもうとっくに避難しているよ。
そうだよな。
With Aki and Makoto there, they'll easily have all the info needed to make it through this. While Chinatsu, Masa, and Nanaha are all very reliable.
空爆の影響さえなければ、ネット経由で連絡できるんだ。
大丈夫。きっと一時的な接続障害。
So how far does this wasteland continue? What if the entire world is like this? That thought makes me stagger, so I shake it away. I need to focus on surviving.
まあ、無事に生還したら、
うん。楽しみだね。
ソラとツーリングにも行かなきゃな。
コウが連れて行ってくれるなら。
Despite the situation, I actually feel happy. I'm so glad she survived. I feel like I can be happy anywhere as long as I'm with her.
俺決めた。やっぱり生きてるのって重要だよ。おばさんの会社にでも就職してまっとうな人生を送ろうと思うんだ。それでちゃんと家庭を嫁さんをもらって郊外にでも家を建てて。
だったら猫も一緒に飼いたいよね。
でも俺のチップ治るのかな。このまま一人じゃ目も耳も使えなくなったら一体どうしたらいいんだろう。
その時は。
Still on my back, Soda gently caresses my cheek. I have no idea like what the technical explanation is of what happened or how they're going to describe it. But like somehow these two like became one, I'm guessing.
目も耳も。
Yeah, give you my eyes and ears.
だから、こうは何も心配しなくていいんだよ。
Okay.
Sophia! Sophia! Sophia!
The priest lets out an inhuman roar while crying tears of blood.
Sophia よ! 我がソフィアの使いよ!
The mysterious girl is already
なん
gone.
だ
Two conflicting memories confuse me. In one, I see Sora die. In the other, Sora and I are walking through the ruined city. Then there's the mysterious Sora and Ku-like girl that says strange things. That's the thing. I'm sure Sora's physical form is gone, right? I'm guessing what we saw was in the internet, maybe. And like, because that's the thing, if you live in the internet, right, things can happen to your physical body, but it won't directly kill you, as far as I'm aware, right? Like, your physical body can die, but as long as you don't die in the virtual world, you'll be able to continue living in the virtual world. Something like that. So I'm guessing it's something to do with that, in a sense. Because he said she dissolved into dust, right? Into a powdery substance, right, is what he described it, something like that. I don't know how that then, I'm guessing in his journey to get to the institute, right, something happens, I don't know. But what I imagine is that he's saying there are conflicting memories. I'm going to assume they're not. They're not actually conflicting memories. because we saw him running towards the Institute, right, when he lost his sight and vision after Gungnir went off. We saw him running towards the Institute, and he's like, I have to be there. This was when there was already the evacuation notice, so people were already running. They're like, don't go that direction, you're stupid, kid. So, like, I'm guessing the melting did happen. He saw that play out. He's like, but, like, he had to know for sure, so he starts going towards the Institute. He said, I think he said during the flashback at one point he did have to abandon the bike just because of how crowded it was. But he starts pushing forward. The explosion goes off. Something about the explosion then. It has to be something about the explosion then that, like, brings Sora and Ko together. Because if he lost his sight and vision, there's no way he would have been able to, like, find her body, like, in the real world and pick it up and carry it if her real body was still, her corporeal form was still actually, in existence. So I'm guessing what we saw was something like internet based. I'm confused, but that woke me up. I still have mysteries to solve. More importantly, I have a woman I must protect. He wants to trap me and escape. Do I get a setup? Can I set up? I shift and fix my sights on him again. My aim is true, but I can't pull the trigger. Not afraid of him or anything, but... Turns around and disappears behind the altar. Ah! As he leaves, Dominion simulacrums gather and stand before me. Fuck y'all. Ow. No, I don't want to drill. I don't want to drill. I don't want to drill. Okay, get off me. Get off me. I was cooking. Get off. Oh, that wasn't it. Jesus. Get some health back. Whoa, easy now. Hey, whoa, don't jump me. Don't jump me. Who do you think you are jumping me, huh? Get out of here. Fucking easy, 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 easy. Whoa. What I want to do. Not what I want to do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, 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 easy. Ow. You want to play zap? Huh? You want to zap? You want to zap? I'll zap. Go ahead. Bing. Okay. Goody. Once the battle's over, the priest is nowhere in sight.
また言いたいことを言って逃げやがった。
フリーズ、お前はドミニオンか。どうやら違うようだな。
Suddenly surrounded by CDF, I must have used the gate in that structure. They don't seem to realize that I'm a wanted man.
捜査に協力しろ。グレゴリー神父はどこにいる？
神父はすでに逃亡した。
As they get my attention,
警告。敵ブラックアイスが作動します。
しまった。何？
罠だ
It's too late. The boarding doesn't work and our units don't seem to move. The torrent of energy quickly overloads the simulacrum's gauges. CDF units drop and explode. But I'm built different. Black ice fries the brains of those it captures. It's an anti-personnel murder program. Feels like my brain is cooking. The maddening flames are burning my consciousness away. My vision splits. As my consciousness fades, I see someone charge at me. Rain?
大丈夫君
Quickly stand up and reach out to help her up.
は
As I turn the school building's corner, I crashed into someone. The unfamiliar girl takes my hand and gets up. Upon seeing her face, I actually gasp. This is definitely the blonde girl I see hanging around school every now and then. Feels like she became part of my surroundings at some point. Felt like I'd seen her slim body and shining golden hair before. Never saw her face from up close, but I was curious about her for a while. She also seemed surprised to see me. Whoa, this isn't good. We're staring at each other while holding hands. Right now I need to go to the rear garden to meet the one who wrote the letter. Mr. Karakura, I made this lunch because I wish to talk to you. I'll be waiting for you in the evening, by the garden behind Seishu. If you enjoyed the lunch, please come see me. Despite it not even being Christmas yet, Nana had told us to start our end-of-the-year cleaning. I found the letter between the layers of the multi-layered lunchbox I found stored away in my closet. First I thought it was written by Sora, but... I don't mind if you read this late. I'll wait for you every day until Christmas. Please give me at least one chance to talk to you. Upon reading that, I just hurried over here.
ごめんほんとごめん
She freezes. Tears suddenly well up in her eyes. I follow her gaze and see a small box with a ribbon on it. Sadly, it's now crushed. Crap. Looks like I really messed up.
あこれ誰かに
Tears roll down her cheeks as she nods. Looks like beautiful girls are beautiful even when they cry. Makes me feel a whole 3 times more awkward though.
本当にごめん弁償って済む話じゃないけどさ俺に償わせてくれないか
いえもういいんです
いいって
やっぱり私には渡せそう
As she mutters those words, her cheeks become a bit rosy. This was a present for a guy. I don't know the first thing about him, but I'm kinda jealous.
私本当にダメせっかくチャンスがあっても本当に失礼します
She drops her shoulders and tries to leave. Watching her back makes me feel immense pity. She left the crushed box on the ground right next to me.
待って
Quickly pick it up and call out to her.
はい
She stops and looks back at me. However, she doesn't close the distance between us. It's like she's afraid of me.
忘れ物
I stick it out towards her.
いえでも
She mumbles that, looks down, turns around, and tries to leave
これ
again.
大事なものなんじゃ大事なプレゼント大事な誰かにあげようとしたプレゼントじゃないのか
Next thing I know, I argue against her decision.
だったらこんなところに置いていったりしたらダメじゃ
She gasps, looks up, and stares at me with a surprised expression and blinking eyes. Still some tears in them.
ああいや俺がプレゼントを台無しにしちゃったのに
She looks at me with her clear blue eyes. Seems like she's afraid, but she doesn't look away.
ね
I slowly start to walk and finally get close enough to hand her the
え
box.
箱を潰しちゃったお詫びってのも変よかったらその大事なプレゼントについての話を聞か
Try handing it to her again. More tears come and fill her eyes.
泣かないで
Ugh, what am I even doing? Basically pouring salt in her wounds.
違うんです話を聞いてくださるんですか
うんそう
嬉しいです
The word happy mixed with the tears she's shedding gives me a heartache. If she's happy, then why is she crying? She must be in a pretty bad spot. Not sure why, but I feel like helping her if I can.
分かったとことん話を聞いてあげるから
ごめんなさい私涙もろくて
ああ謝るのももういいから俺は門倉こう君は
はい
She wipes her tears and finally gives me a smile.
霧島レインと申しますコウさんしっかりしてくださいコウさん
Someone's shaking my body as I lie on the ground. So I open my eyes and see Rain, looking at me with pure worry. Oh yeah, I was caught by black ice, and Rain's unit came in right before I fainted.
ブラックアイスから無理に引き上が
電子体や実体へのダメージは。
ありがとう。感謝の言葉がいくらあっても。
いえ、これが私の。
Rain tries to make a cold poker face, but I don't like that.
務めだなんてそんな顔するなってば。
So I say that. She looks both surprised and unsure what to make of my words. His face is miles better than the cold smile from moments before.
それよりレイン、自分の傷は。
ええ、でも仮想で活動する分には差し障りはないでしょう。
そうか。
I extend my hand and take hers, and she grasps mine back. I then pull on it to get up. Still holding hands, we look at each other. She looks both perplexed and
あ
bashful.
のさ、
I don't let go of her hand.
はい。
We don't look away from each other. As we look, Rain's eyes turn wet and tears seem to gather in them.
やっと思い出したよ。最初に会った時、レインは泣いて、あの時のレインはなんだ、レイン、どうして今まで黙って。
それは。
Minnie jumps out. We prepare to fight back and shift, but yeah, you're still iced. Sense of discomfort attacks me, coupled with an intense pain. My nerves as they are now are unable to accept the metal body and scream in pain.
無茶です、コウさん。コウさんの趣味クラブの機体修復は。
だからといって。
So yeah, my unit is all beaten up and it doesn't seem like I can move properly. Who's coming to the rescue?
私が引き受けます。その間にコウさんはなんとか脱出を。
レイン。
すみません。私もまだ本調子とはいかない。
Who's coming to the rescue?
無茶はお互い様だ。
Whoa, whoa, buddy,
くそ、こんなところでくたばれるか。
buddy.
うわー！
こっちこっち。
I hear a familiar voice.
どうしたの？ぼーっとしちゃって。なになに？
すみません。草木の匂いにうっとりしてしまって。
そりゃ悪い匂いじゃないけれど。
故郷にはこんなに豊かな緑がありませんでしたので。
まあいいか。草木の匂いでうっとりってのもポイント高いし。いい？戦いを制するためには情報と兵站が超重要なの。あとは作戦と戦力にその他もろもろ。
戦い。
I grimace a bit. I'm not too excited about fighting.
そう、戦い。これは立派な戦いよ。
She starts walking and I follow after her.
ああ見えても、あいつはけなげな幼馴染やほどほどにスケベな女友達。
An endearing childhood friend, a moderately perverted
お
girlfriend.
まけに東園のお姉様と同じ屋根の下で暮らしているんだから。
それは私一体どうしたら。
大丈夫。あなただって麗しいお嬢様って素晴らしい属性があるんだから。
Look at お嬢様。
戦力的には申し分なし。とにかく重要なのはきっかけよ。で、話しかけるきっかけがないのなら、
でも
それをこれから調べに行くの。
Sora then stops in place.
ここに隠れて。
Sora pulls me into some bushes from where we look at a chapel. There's a boy standing in front of it.
ああ、あなたのナイト様の親友よ。スケベで三バカな
What
一
are
角
the
だ
three
けど、
idiots?
信用度と信頼度はピカイチなの。
そういえばいつもそばにいらっしゃるような。
あいつに聞けばターゲットの好みもわかるはずよ。好みを聞いて出会いのイベントを作れば、もうこれは勝ったも同然よ。
なるほど、そういうものなんですか。
そうそう。てなわけでちょっとだけ待っててね。ごめんねマサ、いきなりこんなところに連れ出して。
いいけど、一体何の用なんだ？
それがね、変なことを聞くけど、
As for them talks, my mind drifts away to some unpleasant thoughts.
私とかけ離れていくなんてダメ。
I clench my fist to motivate myself.
もしあの名の通り親しくなる。
あなたの好みはちょっと人が真剣に尋ねてるんだから。
Soda's voice rings out, bringing me back to reality.
にしても共通の趣味ってのがポイント高いのかな。
They're both
ほら、あいつ
simulacrum
シミクラも
idiots.
バカだし。
そうだな、趣味クラブに乗って
槍に手紙でも刺して告白すれば簡単にコロッと陥落するんじゃね。
あのね、
趣味クラブでさすがセカンドの聖地青春って
それか、あいつスケベだからパンツに書いたラブレターとか有効かも。
だから真面目に。もうあなたなんかに聞かなきゃよかった。
しかしやっぱりそうか。空ってそう。
は？
は？
でもそうね、せっかくソラさんがここまでしてくれて。
ああ、だから誤解しない。
Finally, Sora sighs and comes back.
ごめん、全然参考にならなかった。
いえ、すごく参考になりました。早速準備に取り掛かります。
ちょっと、どこに行くの？ちょっと。思い切って行動した勇気は褒めて。でもあいつかなりの強敵だったって言ってたわよ。本当は倒す気満々だったとか？
実は頭が真っ白になってしまって。でも趣味クラブの稽古は父からつけられていた。
あなたって聞けば聞くほど面白い人ね。
そんな。
次の攻略作戦その
The
日はもう
ninth
考
plan.
えてあるから。
はい。でもその前に。
あのね、ほら、
すいません。冗談とは気づきます。
あの場はなんとか私がごまかしたけど、平気でパンツを脱ぎ捨てられるような女の子と勘違いされたらどうするの？
どうしましょう。
誤解される前にあいつはあなたを知らないわよ。
そうですよね。
よかったよかった。
私、男の人とろくに話も。
本当にあなた箱入り娘さんだったのね。男の子って普段は親切だったり優しかったりするけど、下手に刺激を与えると、油断してると寮の入り口で押し倒されたり痛い目に遭っちゃうわよ。中には本当に危ないやつも混じっているんだから。
それは。
A face I don't like remembering comes back to my head.
同行拒否などしても俺からは逃げられない。どこまでも追いかけ。
Jesus. Fuck. I'll chase you down and corner you. God damn, Gilbert. Jesus fucking Christ. Tears well up in my eyes along with sadness and fear. That's when I feel a warm hand on my head.
ごめん、そうだったね。でも大丈夫。
She starts rubbing my head. Her eyes are shining with a gentle warmth.
変な男からは私が守ってあげるから。
私も優しくて強いあの人に。
よーし、ここは何としてでもあいつを攻略して彼氏になって守ってもらわなくちゃだね。あいつ女の子は守らなきゃとかアナプラなことを平気で言うタイプだから、きっと理想的なボディーガードになってくれるわよ。
はい。タラさん、アミコで
ええ、あなたの方が喧嘩は強いかもしれないけど。
そんなことはありません。たとえそうでも、それなら弱くなってみせます。
それはどうかと思うけど、心意気合いよし、その調子。じゃあ改めて攻略作戦その9、今度こそ決めちゃいましょう。
She smiles and taps me on the shoulder.
そら
I jump out of bed. This is my room in Kisaragi dorm? Why did I come back here? No. I only remember how things are, but that was probably a dream. Is this the room Aki recreated? I don't recall coming to the arc space, though.
おはよう、こう。
As I become confused, a familiar voice calls out to me.
どうしたの？早く起きないと遅刻するよ。
Am I still dreaming, or did I finally wake up from a bad nightmare? I look at her in confusion, and it makes my heart sting.
さあ、早く起きて。
違うな。
It's all off somehow. Taught to me is the basic texture, and there's not much care in the details. Most importantly, I'm not drowsy enough to be unable to tell the difference between an NPC and an avatar.
いい加減にしろ。こんな底の浅いシミュレーションで
The surroundings suddenly change, and I'm now surrounded by a grayish scenery. It's an empty room without any sort of decor. Am I in jail?
さすがだ。我々の巨像では10秒もごまかせなかった。
シンプル
I reflexively get up, but my legs fall behind and I collapse. It's only now that I realize there are leather belts on my hands and
レイ
legs.
聞こえるか
My chant gets no response.
暴れられては困るので、おとなしくさせてもらっているよ。
なんだ SM プレイでもしようっていうのか
君が望むなら
If you so desire.
どうだろう。
materializes his arm chainsaws and revs them up.
それはもう SM なんてもんじゃね
I'm about to join the torn corpses. When I think that, the priest throws his arms down. There's no pain. Blade is stuck in the floor, cutting only the belt that restrained one of my legs.
君が今すぐに死にたいのであれば
そいつは結構遠慮するよ
Try acting tough, there's some cold sweat on my brow.
私も君がこの世にとどまっている間に
He grabs my arm and pulls me to him with bear-like strength. Uh-oh. Not the big priest hug. Sometime later, Father Gregory is leading me around the gray structure. I call this a city, if it didn't look so organic. It's as if it was designed by some xenomorph.
この構造体
ここは見捨てられた領域
頼むから普通に説明してくれないか
Either that or shut up forever.
ここはかつて軍人と学者たちが研究プロジェクトのために作り出した
統合軍の環境デザイナーにも頭がおかしいのがいるらしい
この構造体にはそれがこのように成長するとは
成長因子何をどうすればこんな歪んだ成長
Bruce ignores my sarcasm and continues talking with a plain smile on his face.
彼らはプロジェクト終了後この構造体の情報を消去しネット
つまりここは消し忘れの構造
いいな確かに構造体は消されたが仮想空間は AI の意識行動そのもののモデルだ競争意識から物体が消えても AI が忘れない限りそれは真相に沈み続け我々は
They recreated a new structure using the structural data left within the AI's memory. Why would they waste time on that? This mutated appearance must have touched their insane sense of beauty.
こんなクソ目立つ構造体の存在に
I'm actually curious about that. Does CDF or GOAT have people with ties to Dominion or something?
そもそも俺もアナンの首輪を追ってここはここだろ
I look at the coordinates again and they make me gasp. They're completely different than the ones I used for the move. Not only that, but they seem to actually be changing. Is it a display glitch? Some sort of trick? Laws of the net don't really allow something like this.
だから言ったのだ存在しないはずの領域
I don't have to think about the logic behind it. I hate it, but I'll just take his word for it.
今日は神父様自らが
そのつもりだ君から彼女のことを聞き出すにはある程度の知識が必要そう
彼女
First face that comes to mind is that girl.
まだ情報の流入が
The avatar that seems like both Sora and Ke, and neither at the same time. This reminds me that this lunatic actually cried upon seeing her.
そういや君が彼女を呼び寄せたのか
そりゃどういうことだ
それを説明するためには
Just what is his true intention? Am I about to be brainwashed into believing his insane dogma? As I think, I look at his face to read his expression. Honestly, I think I'd have more luck reading festival masks.
俺はあんたらの競技なんか興味はねえそれよりレインは一体どこなんだ
彼女にも合わせてやろう
He turns his back to me and walks off with an air of confidence. His back is so large, if my hands were free and I had a weapon, I'd be able to kill him easily.
どうしたのか
いやそれにしても随分信者を集めたもんだな
It's my winning personality. Just how many sane people would want to associate with, let alone revere, a priest who swings around chainsaws? I mean, you know, the idea of chainsaw priest, I'm not against it, right? Like, I'm not against it. This one in particular, not a big fan of, all right? Well, like, in theory, like, if someone just said, all right, I'm gonna pitch you an idea, I'm like, all right, I'm listening. They go, chainsaw priest. I say, it fucks. Let's go. So, I mean, you know, it's once you learn, like, oh, what he's about, what he stands for, what he does, and whatnot, that's when you're like, oh, wait, no, wait, that's right. No, actually. Well, when someone just hits me with, hey, chainsaw priest? Huh? I'm like, I'm in. Say less. Let's go.
世界を動かす力の一つは恐怖
True.
特に死への恐怖、死に別れることへ
Fear
の
of death. Fear of separation. Fear of
恐怖は
chainsaw priest.
私はその恐怖から人々を救済する。私の言葉が真実であるがゆえに人々はここに集う。
つまりあんたはみんなに来世を保証して死に別れた愛する者との再会を約束できる大層ありがたい神父様である。
いかに
クソ。
亡き人の思い出を
I remember Rain's face from back then, as well as the experience from waking up just now and become extremely mad.
思った通り。いや、それ以上のクソだな。NPC と出来損ないの仮想空間で鈍い連中を騙しているってわけかよ。
それがイニシエーションなのだ。
He makes a warped smile, smile-like expression, and exaggeratedly raises his arms.
騙しているわけではない。人は自分の理解力に応じた真理にしかたどり着けない。一歩ずつだ。
いい加減にしろよ。わけのわからない言葉を並べ立てて騒ぐ。
理解できることを否定する。いいな。理解できないふりをするな。愚か者でありたくないのならば。
The priest suddenly becomes enraged, grabs me by the shoulders, and pushes me against the wall like a bulldozer.
君も見たはずだ。なぜ奇跡を目の当たりにしながらそれでもまだ目を背け続けるのか。
He bashes me against the wall over and over. The pain makes my vision so hazy that his face stops looking human to me. At this rate, he'll kill me. Right before my consciousness shuts down, he lets go of me. He extends his hand to me, smiling as if nothing just happened. A chill goes down my spine. This really is a true madman.
君はネット空間に屍が残るようになったことね。
I talked about this to
AI
Aki.
が人の欲求を理解し、その結果ロジックが改変される。
そう同時にそれは AI が死という概念を学習する第一歩だ。
He slowly nods and talks as though lecturing me.
電子体は人の精神と肉体をネットに複写したものだ。 AI がリアルボディを観測し、その写しみをカットして複写された肉体は屍になる。では屍の精神はどうなる？
どうもならない。
死者の記憶を AI は覚えている。そして人の自我は記憶により構成される。
Okay. So he's saying, like, similarly to how he recreated this space that shouldn't exist by, pulling it from the structural data in the AI. I'm guessing he's saying he's able to recreate people's loved ones by pulling them out of the AI.
では死者の記憶から電子体を構成すれば一体何が。
さあな、ワイヤードゴーストが生まれるとでも言いたいの？
There were urban legends, fairy tales of the spirits of the dead wandering the net as avatars ever since cyberspace was created. They're called wired ghosts, and of course, they never leave the realm of the occult.
電子体はあくまでもデータの塊だ。データを操るのは肉体を持った人の意志。単なるデータの塊にはどうやっても意識が生じない。あんたもそんなことは分かっているんだろ。
しかし今のところは単なるゴーストでしかない。N だ。いずれ屍がネットに残るように残された記憶が形をなすようにのなるだろう。ところがそれを欲する者が多く。
So, what, like, some kind of twisted form of reincarnation, essentially? Some kind of resurrection? The memories will be given shape, and essentially these people can come back in the virtual world. They can respawn.
バカバカしい。AI はリアルさと整合性を優先させる。 幽霊が歩き回る世界なんて作る。
しかし現に君も彼女が現れるのを見たではないか。
His words sting my heart. Listening to him makes me uneasy. I mean, I saw exactly what he's talking about.
単純に考えて空が実は生きていた可能性の方が高いと思う。
I mean, that depends on your definition of alive, I guess. Because, like, I too believe that she exists in some capacity. Alive? That's debatable. Did she get melted? I believe so. Is she truly poofed out of existence, never to be seen again? I don't think that's quite the case. I don't know what technical details entails it, but you know. I mean, I also have memories when we're walking around the ruined city. You say that, but the thing is, you said your neurojack was plugged into hers and you were seeing things like through her eyes, using her ears. That's something to consider. You didn't know who you were carrying. You heard Sora's voice in your head, right? But you didn't know that's who you were carrying. You didn't have sight or hearing. You didn't have true sight or hearing. So that's something I've been thinking about. Is like, you don't know who you were plugged into. Because you didn't see who you plugged into. You couldn't hear the voice of who you plugged into. You plugged into someone. And sure, you heard Sora's voice in your head. That doesn't necessarily mean it was her. We've seen, I mean, people can manipulate shit all over this fucking place. It wouldn't surprise me if someone could manipulate someone else's voice and whatnot. Or the more prominent theory in my head is probably that he was carrying Rain of all people. And because there's like some kind of connection between Sora and Rain as well. Like, we know there's a connection between Ko and Rain, there we go. As well as, not Ko and Rain, goddammit. Ko and Sora, as well as Rain and Sora. Because, like, I don't know, Aki said there was like some connection between them, right? But it seems like Rain also has this deeper connection too. I mean, and I guess the thing is, now that we see more of these memories, we see that Sora is the one that brought them together, right? So it makes sense that she kind of exists within both of them. So I'm guessing, honestly, if I had to guess, right, just throw out a wild fucking guess, this powdery mist that Sora became, right, somehow found its way to both Rain and Ko, and that's how they were able to find each other in the aftermath of, you know, Gungnir. And then when they connected, they were here. I'm guessing Rain also heard Sora's voice. Like, they heard each other's voice. They both heard Sora's voice because it was Sora's something, I don't know, existence, residual being that was bringing them together in that moment. If I had to harbor a guess. If that memory isn't false, then it's possible that Sora's still alive. Once again, that's gonna come down to your definition.
真相は彼女に尋ねるのが一番だろう。そして君がここにいれば。
それが俺を。
Instead of answering, he raises his thick fingers and snaps them. A wall in the structure opens up and the chains binding me fall to the ground.
君の部下は一つだ。
Yeah.
言ってやりたまえ。
Tells me to go talk to my subordinate, so clearly he's aware that Rain has some connection to Sora as well. Or that she plays some part in that memory that makes Ko thinks that Sora is still alive. The priest is defenseless. Clenching my now free hand, I consider my options. No, can't win against him unarmed. Checking on Rain takes priority right now. Yeah, no. You completely on your own, no simulacrum, going up against Chainsaw Priest, I wouldn't recommend it.
一緒についてきてほしいのかな。
結構だ。
I go through the door. This is her house. Or rather, a cyberspace made to look like it. The lack of detail makes it obvious. I look around and feel a chill go down my spine. There are corpses all over, and all of them belong to Rain's mother. One is lying on the sofa with a broken neck. One has marks of strangulation on her neck. One is bleeding with her upper body sticking out through the broken window. Finally, I hear someone softly crying.
何？俺だ！おい！
もう嫌。
I hear someone sad moaning. Strain my ears and walk while I searching for the source. Rain is standing deeper in the room. I lose my words and freeze. There are corpses of her mother next to her, too.
お母様、ごめんなさい、お母様、お母さん。
レイン、しっかりしろ！
I run up to her and shake her, but she doesn't even look at me. Crap, she's completely out of it. The moment I raise my hand to slap her, an empty voice resounds.
レインちゃん、どうしてこんなひどいことをするの？
Turn around and see Rain's mother, Ada Kirishima. Rain screams and jumps at her mother like a hungry lioness.
レイン、おい！
あなたは死んだ。死んだんです。騙されない。私は。
Between her screams, I hear a neck snap. Blood rushes out of her mother's mouth, dirtying Rain's face. After whispering that with an empty tone, Rain lets go of her mother and covers her own face with her bloody hands. Rain tries to escape the false space by killing her mother over and over. How many times did she go through this now? Even if she knew this was fake, the realistic feeling of killing someone must have made her snap.
しっかりしろ！レイン、俺だ！門倉こう！
I run up to Rain, embrace her, and scream into her ear. Sadly, my words don't reach her. She looks at the empty space with vacant eyes and just keeps on crying.
一体どうしてこんなひどいことができ…
彼女はもう君と出会う前から潜在的には我々の同志だったのだい。
I hear the priest's voice from somewhere.
彼女が苦しむのはたとえ虚像であっても母親の胸に抱かれたいと本心では思っているからだ。
当たり前だろ！人間なら誰だってそんなものを！
彼女がそうできない責任は君にある。彼女を取り戻したいなら君が何とかしたまえ。
俺がどうしたって！くそ！もっとちゃんと説明しやがれ！
I shout, but get no response. Rain whimpers and tries to escape my hands like a child throwing a tantrum. I gotta do something. Need to find a way to bring her back.
こうなったら…
I embrace her tight and push my lips against hers. Rain stops moving. Her fearful eyes are open wide. She quickly closes them and clings to me so hard it hurts.
そうだ、俺だ。
Put my hand above her chest and
あ
check.
のペンダント。
Rain takes it out from below her clothes and shows it to me.
覚えているか？俺たちが最初に話をしたとき、プレゼントしたペンダントだ。
Light comes back to her eyes and she shapely face warps as she begins to cry. And her shapely face. レイ、もう大丈夫だから。 This is how she really is. Rain was actually a frail, fearful, sensitive girl. That's why she gathered the courage to train herself and win over her pitiful, scared self. I feel that now more than ever. It makes me so emotional that I can't help holding her tighter. Rain clung to me and cried for a good while.